Across the entire state of Arkansas, authorities closed a number of highways due to high water.
That's right. Arkansas Department of Transportation crews are working to make repairs as quickly as possible. Joining us right now to talk about storm recovery efforts across the state is Dave Parker with the Arkansas Department of Transportation. Dave, thank you so much for joining us once again.
Oh, you're very welcome.
All right, let's talk about it. Yesterday, RDOT was reporting about 70 highway closures across the state. Here in our coverage area, RDOT's website has roads closed in 5 counties, including Crittenden, Mississippi, Poinsett, Phillips, and Craighead counties. What are the areas that saw the most damage in Arkansas?
In terms of highway closures, you named a few of them just there, mainly East Arkansas, Northeast, more of the flatland country, if you will. The high water was just too much. So we're down to about 50 closures now, 55 closures. We still have about 10 highways that are closed because of damage from the powerful water and the debris that it washed up. So we're getting there slowly, but we're making a little progress.
Yeah, by Thursday, some roads were actually washed out in a few of those areas, like in Cabot. You said repairs are going well. How long is it expected to take, do you think?
I think we'll get most of these, Kim, knocked out by the end of the week. The flooding will certainly be around. We still got, it's mainly, water over the highway that we're dealing with. That's going to continue through the weekend in some of these eastern counties. Some of those are used to it. It's still not fun, but they're kind of used to it. The damaged roads, we think, will knock out by Thursday, Friday. It's just taking a while, but this fantastic weather we're now getting is going to help us out a lot.
Well, we're still seeing high water in parts of Crittenden County, Phillips, and St. Francis counties. What would you tell to drivers who encounter high water when they're driving?
Turn around. I know we all know the old saying, turn around, don't drown, but it fits, it works. Be careful, especially at morning, nighttime, the visibility. We've seen instances even today along Interstate 440 here in Little Rock, north of town, Interstate 57, where the water had receded and now it's come back into the shoulder of the interstates. We've had some interruptions with the interstate. So even though the water may recede a little bit where you live and that closure you're dealing with, it could come back. So just be mindful of that. A couple of more days of this, and I think we'll get through the dangerous part. And then, it's a slow progress to the weekend. But, it's weather in Arkansas, especially in eastern Arkansas.
So, Dave, I'm just curious, have you ever seen the weather turn roads into such a mess like this?
I mean, I have, but not 4 days, Kim. I mean, we're talking, Wednesday we had tornadoes. Thursday we're tornado recovery. That seemed like 2 months ago. And now the rain coming in Friday and Saturday was even the heaviest of rain. So I haven't seen it last this long, for so many days and so intense. It just kept coming down. So makes today wonderful. We hope we get this for a good while now.
Exactly.
So we're waiting for the water to recede. I saw some video on social media of Interstate 30 at Hope, Arkansas, and you've probably seen that aerial of that video of flooded interstate. What did you think about that when you saw that?
It just shows you how much rain we got. I mean, some parts, 8, 10 inches of rain, and it just kept coming down, and we couldn't do anything during that time. But yeah, so I mean, probably every county in Arkansas was impacted except for extreme northwest, and it was bitter cold there this weekend. So even they had some crazy weather. So we're early into spring. The flooding is difficult to deal with. I'd much rather deal with that than severe weather, the tornadoes. But we even had that in this bout. So I can't think of what else we could encounter, but I don't want to push our luck,
I understand. Well, Dave, we're out of time, but thank you for joining us today. Dave Parker with the Arkansas Department of Transportation and sharing with us the ongoing and difficult work your crews have ahead of them.
Thank you.